Yo, 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 it's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about why staying on seed retention makes you more powerful and why you can really become a very, like I said, powerful being when you retain and when you utilize good habits. Because the thing is, we're just fed with being mundane and average is like okay, and no one really is extending themselves to their fullest potential. They take the crumbs, they take the smallest bit, and they happy. They're told that if you get a little bit of what you want, you should be happy. And and if you know the spiritual laws, and if you know who you really are, if you know that you're connected with nature, you're a powerful force, you're a powerful creator, and you start realizing that all of this less idea and settling things is it really doesn't even make sense if you know who you really are. Because in today's society, we're fed to take the blue pill. We're fed to take the pill that makes us believe that we're not as powerful as we can be. We can't create our realities. We have to take fear. We have to take average. And this is just pretty much not the case, because if you realize that you are, like I said, if you are a powerful being, staying on semen retention makes you a powerful being. It just makes you someone who is a co-creator, who really is just walking without any regard for anything, and he's going to get his. He's a true alpha male, because the thing is like alphas, they go and get what they want regardless of what anybody says. They're not inhibited by fear, and they don't make excuses. I was reading something that said like who the people with the highest net worth, like what do they do different? And the thing is, what they do different is that they just don't make any excuses. They really just don't make any excuses. And this is who you start becoming when you go on seed retention. You're becoming powerful. You're becoming a co-creator. Because the thing is, like, if you go for something that you want, and like I say, you don't make any excuses, you're just going for it, you're pretty much going to get it. This is how these are the laws of the universe. This is how the world works. If you go for something and you really don't make any excuses, if you make a decision that you're going for something, and you don't quit, you have to get it. This is how, if you don't quit, you're pretty much going to get it. And when you go on sea retention, you really don't allow any other things to come in your way. You're a co-creator. You're going for the best. You're going for what you really want. Like I said, staying horny makes you powerful. It makes you powerful because, like I said, you tolerate less. You're in the you're in the vibration of creative energy. You're in the vibration of 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 being a little ticked off, and this is pretty much the difference. If you stay, like, let's say maybe a little bit ticked off, you stay a little bit vicious, just a little bit aggressive, not too overly aggressive. You're pretty much gonna have your way in a lot of things, because the thing is, like, just people don't want things enough. They're too, like I said, the worst thing you can be is passive. They're not really going for it. They don't. The woman wants you to play the part of going for what you want. And if you decide to relapse consistently, you're definitely not gonna go for what you want. You're just going to be you're going to be okay with whether it happens or whether or not. You're not creating, you're letting things happen. You're being passive, and being passive is the number one way to stay in mediocrity. You have to go for what you want. You have to stay the course. You have to stay aggressive. You have to stay intentional. This is how you get the things that you want. Because if you let people walk over you and you don't stick up for yourself, they think they have the permission to walk over you all the time. This is just not the case. If you really want to go for what you want, you have to stay alpha. You have to stay in your masculine frame. You have to stay dangerous. You become more dangerous when you're on retention. Staying horny makes you stay dangerous because, like I said, you're a little bit more you're a little bit more irritable, and you're allowing less. You're tolerating less, and you're creating a perfect reality that you have in your mind, and anything that isn't up to par in reality, anything that isn't up to par with the image that you have in your mind, you're not allowing it. There is a clear image that you have in your mind, and anything that does not meet that standard, and when you find it in physical reality, you're not going to allow it. You're not settling for it. You want the thing that looks like the thing that you've imagined in your mind, whether it's in relationships, whether it's a job. You're never selling yourself short. There's a book called The Art of Selling Yourself Short, and you're never selling yourself short. You're never taking you're never taking things just because it's granted to you. You have a mindset of abundance. You know the best is coming for you. You realize that whatever you're going after, there is invisible beings, there's spiritual beings in the background working tireless, working in the background to pretty much get what you want. They're helping you get what you want. You start seeing synchronicities. You're becoming an abundant being. Synchronicities are happening for you, whether you like it or not. They're just coming. Everything works out for your highest good. You're becoming, everything is being synchronized. You might start realizing that maybe you were thinking about somebody, and then out of the blue they start texting you. Your spiritual superpowers are very, very high. You're just becoming someone who is in the flow of life, and the most powerful thing you can be is in the flow of life, because nature wants you to win. Nature is friendly to your plans. Everything is naturally for you. You just have to make this up in your mind that this is true. And then once you start believing this, and once your subconscious believes this, nothing really can get in your way, because you really know the truth. Every time someone tells you about something that to be fearful of, or maybe someone tells you that that's not going to happen, or certain things can't happen, you really start laughing in the background. You might act like they're right, but in the background, in the deep down, you know that, you're gonna get what you want, because you're on seed retention, and you're finally becoming intentional. There's a law of creation, and and conserving your sexual energy is literally a cheat code, and is letting the law of creation work in your advantage, work in your favor. Any single decision that you make, that you stick with, and you go with, it is going to manifest if you don't quit. This is naturally how things go. So knowing this, you just realize that whatever you're going after for, you're gonna get it eventually, even if you don't quit. And you're gonna be a dangerous man, because a man who doesn't relapse consistently, who's not a slave to his sexual pleasures, who's not putting the box on the pedestal, is a dangerous man, because he can focus. He's intentional. He's purposeful. He's smart. He's not thinking with his numbers. He's thinking with his head. He's thinking with the abundant beings backed up behind him. He's thinking with the Most High. He's thinking creatively. He is thinking very his his all-knowing self, his omnipresent self is just fully alive. Like, he's finally alive. He's finally living his life how he is really supposed to, and he's finally getting his results. But if you're always relapsing, you're not going to have this power, and you're going to settle for what you can get. You're never intentional. You're going with the flow. And if you keep doing this for your life, you're going to start realizing that maybe, maybe I'm not where I really want to be. And you're not going to be as happy as you really can be. The best thing for guys is just to build things and be disciplined and pretty much just literally live the life that they have pictured in their mind and never stopping for anything less. This is the difference, because people settle. People don't believe in the spiritual laws. People don't believe in more for them. They think that, hey, if this is good enough, then so be it. They believe in lack. Just because they don't physically see it with their eyes, they don't believe anything else is for them, and then they settle. They're submitting to life. They're submitting to the matrix. The worst thing you can do is submit to the matrix, because if you submit to the matrix, you're conceding the fact that you're an abundant being. And if you don't believe you're an abundant being, you're doing yourself a very big disservice. You have to keep going, regardless of what is happening. You just have to keep going. Things will finally manifest. If you have a plan and you stick with it and you don't quit, you're going to get what you want. You're a powerful creator. Everything is naturally for you. You're one with the Most High. He knows every single thing that you're going through. So you have to act as if whatever is happening, you're going to get it, regardless of what the physical manifestation looks currently. You have to keep going. This is the only way to get what you want. This is the only way for you never to settle for less than you really deserve. I just found this, and this is what it said. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it says, "You will be awarded in great honor." So yeah, you'll be awarded a great honor. So yeah, you will get what you want, and things will finally become the best for you. Like the video, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.